Let's see. Bacon, eggs, coffee. Oh yeah, and Mick. Now that's a complete breakfast.
Brekky with Mick Eyers, weekdays 6 a.m. Now that's tasty.
Turn on the lights, because the love is rising. We want to love like you love every moment. We have the mega Christian muso Curt Anderson in the studio, who's going to keep it beating for the next few minutes. Oh, what a beautiful life. And a very good morning to you, Curt Anderson.
That's clever. Hey, how are you?
Sensational. Look, it's so good to have you here. Of course,
so good to be here.
You're playing in Tasmania next.
Yeah,
for
I'm in Tassie.
5 days.
Yeah, so I head home tomorrow. Home for 4 days, and then Tuesday hop on a plane back over here to Tassie, and then over there for a week, and then home again. So yeah,
sensational. So how are you after the accident?
Emotionally, I'm recovering. Yeah, I hit a kangaroo. I was rounding a bend. I was going from Bendigo to Ballarat. It was like 10 o'clock at night. Come across around the bend. All of a sudden, he jumps out in front of me, and there's no stopping for that. And I was going. It was an 80K road, and I was probably going, between 75 and 82 the whole time, and there was just no possible, even if it was daytime, there's no way I'm stopping for that.
Well, actually, Curt, I wasn't really talking about the kangaroos. See, we hit kangaroos all the time over here.
Oh, okay, what accident are you talking about?
I'm talking about that big accident. You went to sit down at the piano and the bomb went off. You got blown sideways.
That one.
And then they put it on your album cover. Can you believe that?
I know. Heartless.
Yeah.
My shoes ended up ripped after that. My shoes were done after that day.
Well, I've heard your music's explosive. I've heard the music, I know.
No, so we stuck this piano, this big thing, out in the middle of a highway that was under construction still. And then, occasionally a big cement truck would drive by, and we'd just step out of the way to make sure, worst case, it's only going to hit the piano. And I jumped over and over and over and over again. So it took me 20 minutes or so just to get it so my face wasn't showing the energy I was actually exerting.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, now that we've got you here, we've collared you.
Yeah.
You must be a really good sportsman.
I love. Yeah, I think I would like to think so. I grew up playing soccer. That was my passion growing up, and I was gonna play soccer in university, and then ended up just feeling like, this is just gonna take too much time away from me getting to focus on music.
When did music start? You see, I know Ithaca High School, right? It's got a sporting track that's 27 times the size of the entire school.
Isn't it? I know, it's crazy, yeah.
The school's like this little tiny box. Did they actually have a music room in there?
So the school, this is what's interesting when I grew up in Ithaca. So the high school, I think we had about 100, depending on the year, between 100 and 120 people per class. Mm-hmm. So my grade level had about, when we graduated, I think it was with 102 people. And so 9th through 12th grade, there are, you figure, maybe around 450 people. Because we had about 180-ish, 190 people in the high school band at the peak. So music, the high school band, the marching band, the jazz band, the concert band, they were some of the coolest things you could be involved in at our school. So where we'd have marching band competitions on the weekend. And
did they have to march right around that gigantic track?
Yeah, you'd march around that just for the...
Would have taken 2 days to get around.
Yeah. But no, yeah, we'd go and we'd have these competitions and where you do their formations and stuff on the field. But we would usually take 3 school buses. But during the football team at the school was very good as well. So during playoffs, I remember we had to take an extra bus just for the football players to get to their playoff game after the band competition. So it was such a non-stereotypical kind of you'd think a tiny small town, farm town. It just wasn't. All the popular kids were in band. Wow. So it was such a cool environment, and I think it's a testament to Ithaca as a community, but also a testament to the band directors at that point.
We're with Curt Anderson in the Remus Studios, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
rocks of my mistakes. I turned away from the light I knew would guide me. I don't deserve another chance to fall. I see the path of the heartache that's behind me. When I'm surrounded by defeat, I need your hope to rescue me. You keep reaching down, your love keeps pouring out. You pull me back to life and keep me breathing. When I'm lost in the storm, you pull me into your arms. You take my broken heart and keep it beating. You take my broken, you take my broken, you take my broken heart and keep it beating. I know you're with me when I falter, when I'm afraid to step out on the water. You take my hand and you lead the way. To find faith in you is all that matters. When I'm surrounded by defeat, I need your hope to rescue me. You keep reaching down, your love keeps pouring out. You pull me back to life and keep me breathing. When I'm lost in the storm, you pull me into your arms. You take my broken heart and keep it beating. You take my broken, you take my broken, you take my broken heart and keep it beating. You're never gonna let me go, even when I'm fall so far. Your love sees through my shattered past, forgiving every last mistake. With every broken piece you take, you make a new life. You keep reaching down, your love keeps pouring out. You pull me back to life and keep me breathing. When I'm lost in the storm, you pull me into your arms. You take my broken heart and keep it beating. You take my broken, you take my broken, you take my broken heart and keep it beating. You take my broken, you take my broken, you take my broken heart and keep it beating. I'm shipwrecked on the rocks of my mistakes, and now I see the light I know will guide me.
For a great start to the day, tune in to Brekky with Mick. It'll get you going. Brekky with Mick Eyers, weekdays 6 a.m. Now that's tasty.
We have the mega Christian muso Curt Anderson in the studio. And since leaving school, you've brought out Every Moment. What an awesome album.
Thank you so much.
What's coming out next?
Well, so we've got on March 30th, we'll release a physical copy only deluxe version of the Every Moment record. And so that will include the new single, Keep Me Falling. It'll include both versions of that, the main version and kind of the mellow piano version. And then a new mix of Love Like You Love, another song from the record. And then 4 other new songs. And the Keep Me Falling and Love Like You Love are available on, for streaming and such. But these other 4 new songs will only be on the physical copy for now. So I know that'll be available on my website, curtandersonmusic.com, and Christian retailers around Australia as well. So,
talking about retailers, I read somewhere that your music is played in 32,000 retail outlets.
Yeah, is that crazy?
Why can't you get that in Australia? I mean, we just don't listen to Christian music in retail.
That came from, I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago now. I got this text from my old high school, the youth pastor at my church. And he said, "Hey, I was just in a Walgreens and I just heard your song." And I'm like, yeah, probably not. And he said, oh, no, I know your voice. I know your songs. This is you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, okay. And then I started trying to look into it, couldn't figure anything out. Then started getting these messages on YouTube, like comments on the song, saying, hey, I work in CVS in this city. I work in Kroger and Walmart, all these stores. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? So I eventually tracked it down to this in-store audio network that essentially services radio programming to retail stores, from drugstores and grocery stores and convenience stores and like retail clothing kind of stores. Yeah, they put together playlists that will hopefully put people in the mood to shop in those stores. And I have like, I think three or four songs they've been playing for years. And even like the grocery store like that we shop at, both of the Krogers in our town, they play it there. And I remember I was getting milk one day, and I'm hearing this song, and I'm like, why does this sound familiar? And it took me like 20 seconds to realize, wait, this is me. That's why. Hey, can I get this milk for free? You're using my song. I mean, come on now.
We're with Curt Anderson in the Remus Studios, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Collide with storm clouds above, but through a break in the gray, a light is raining down. It burns the sky, illuminates a heart that pulls and fights and aches to be on fire. I'm breathing, I'm seeing this moment come alive, and I'm falling, I'm crashing into your love, and I find it's a beautiful life, it's a beautiful life. In every breath, every step, you're not invisible. It's obvious that I'm held by the hands that shape the world. There's more to this than what I see, more than walls in front of me, and I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm breathing, I'm seeing this moment come alive, and I'm falling, I'm crashing into your love, and I find it's a beautiful life, it's a beautiful life. When all the darkness falls away, I'll be standing. I know the noise will die someday. I'll be standing. When all the madness fades away, I'll be standing. I know the noise will die someday. I'll be standing. I'm breathing, I'm alive. I'm breathing, I'm seeing this moment come alive, and I'm falling, I'm crashing into your love, and I find it's a beautiful life, it's a beautiful life, and it's a beautiful it's a beautiful life.
I'm having brekky with Mick. How about you?
Brekky with Mick Eyers, weekdays 6 a.m. Now that's tasty.
Here we are with Curt Anderson in the studio of Arima at Erina. Great to have you up here on the Central Coast,
Yeah,
Curt.
so good to be here.
Hey, Curt, you are a superstar in your own right when it comes to Christian music.
Well, thanks.
But you've written songs for other bands.
Yeah.
KJ52, Super Chick.
Uh-huh.
Why do you give them away?
So those ones like KJ and Satellites and Sirens and Trish from Super Chick, so those ones were specifically written with those artists for them. So,
Right.
I've been approached at times to, I've written a song and a label wants it for their artist. I was approached by a label about it, and it was for one of the biggest bands in Christian music, and I, after a few days of trying to figure out what to do, I ended up saying no, because I was like, this song is it truly, like, right now sums up who I am as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep this one for myself. Hopefully that's not a bad decision I look back to regret.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so these other ones were specifically, and it's much easier when you're going in with those people to write songs for them, because then, I'm getting to use my skills and talents to help bring out what they want to bring out in their art that day. And that's just awesome. So so KJ, the producer of my record, Pete Stewart, we reached out to him to do that feature on the song All of Me on my record. And then when it came time when KJ was doing a record, he had pitched me a few songs and said, hey, would you be a part of this? And so he had sent me the piano part and his rap parts and the chorus they had for the song Hold On. And I got it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I got to beat that chorus. It's a good chorus. I just need to beat it. Because, there's that, like, not that it's an ego thing, but it's like you want to justify your position in the song. You want to make sure that you're adding something of value to the song. It's just so cool to get to be a part of other people's art.
You're an awesome muso. You're also an awesome writer. I have to ask this question. How were your grades in English at high school?
I usually had A's in English.
Yeah?
I was the kid, though, that took the book and I don't care what the book says. I know what I want this sentence to be, so we're gonna correct it to look like that. And the teacher was so good. Like it eventually became like my thing that I was the only one in class that would do the correction every day, because I tossed out the book and just said, we're gonna correct it how I want to correct it. And
is that how you write your music?
It is, yeah. And she was like just so encouraging to my. I had a lot of people who were encouraging to my rebelliousness over the years. Like I want to do things my way, and so yeah, I was very meticulous in learning language, but I feel like you learn the rules so you can break them, and it's the same way with songwriting. Like learn the rules of songwriting, learn the formulas, and then break them, because that's where you get uniqueness. You break one rule to just make it feel good. It's all about the feel. Like you just got to feel good.
Well, we definitely feel good listening to your music.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I think that I'd like to feel good now. What about we listen to a tune?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
You gave me life in a little town. I was born to break the mold. Looking back in days, I see the miracles, but then enough to spark my soul. Oh, but some days, I get lost, and I can't tell when I'm upside down or on the right side of up. So hear me out. You are steady when I'm shaking. Keep me falling, I'm falling, even more than another throw. Your words, they're living, in my heart. I'm giving life to every breath you take, and dream you draw me to. So be the breath I take and draw me into you. You gave me life through the little lies, but they were born to shake the mold, yeah. Looking at the days, then my miracles, but then enough to spark my soul. Oh, by some days, I get lost, and I can't tell when I'm upside down or on the right side of up. So hear me out. You are steady when I'm shaking. Well, keep me falling, I'm falling, even more than love through your words. They're living, in my heart. I'm giving life to every breath you take, and purity of my soul. Keep me falling, falling. I'm falling for an even more in love with your words. They're living in my heart and giving life to every breath I take. The dream you draw me to. So be the breath I take and draw me into you. Keep me falling, falling. I'm falling for an even more in love with your words. They're living in my heart and giving life to every breath you take. The dream you draw me to will be the breath I take and draw me into you.
Oh, Curt Anderson, the fact that you brought that backup singer with you as well. How do you do that?
I don't know. I asked myself the same thing.
Well, Curt Anderson, thank you for every moment of every song that you've played. They are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank
we really
you so
enjoy
much.
you here this morning and hope you have an awesome time in Tasmania next week.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Experts say we shouldn't start our day without breakfast. And we say we shouldn't have breakfast without Mick. What do you think?
Brekky with Mick Eyers, weekdays 6 a.m.